Nagabenta ki khubor baman kasni page but subscribe ya u antor news. Kublai phi baro kini gilong ki khubor bamta kasni. Ka Menteri Plating ka jong Sorkar India ka Nirmala Sitharaman ha ka jing netrai kam jong ka Meghalaya. Kalapan pau ba ka Sorkar kalayo jingkrshan pisa ka bakrau na ka Sorkar pleng ha kini gish post nem bala let nyo. Karkum ke jingi thu jong kaha kisnem arajar khat saw hadu arajar arp saw ka Meghalaya kalayo saw phupra hajar praspa prapulai klur tingka na ka benta ka tax devolution ka balong sanspa anyo pu arpesen ka jingkiu na plengkish post nem bladep house nem arajar saw hadu arajar khat saw ha ka ba ka Jylla kalayo tang nyo hajar arspa anyo pulai klur tingka ha ka benta jongki grand in 8 ru ka Jylla kalayo hadu saw pho hajar Saus pa san po arklor tingka hakish post nem baladem. Kat bah hakis nem arhajar saw hadu arhajar khat saw kalayo tang khat kendai hajar news pa aklor tingka. Kani kalong kejingkershan ke bakraw na ka Sorkar pleng ban kentiu yaki Jylla kum ke Meghalaya ong ka Sitharaman. Ka SASCI ka scheme ka ba Airam Khem kentiu dori ki Jylla ka Sitharaman kalapan syairu halor ka Special Assistant to States for Capital Investment SASCI ka blasdang ha kapor COVID. Ha ka ba ka Sorkar pleng kala aisan point lai lak tingka klur syaki Jylla kum karam san post nem khem dor interest free. Ki Jylla ka than syatei lam mingi la ai hadu san hajar saus pa nyo puwe klur tingka. Ki jingmentoi ki papaw ka ka scheme ki kentum ka digitization jong ki kot kisla jong kisnong land records kandai psaw person na dep digitize ha ka ba tei ki hostel ki samla kan thei ba trekam shushu ka menteri ka plating ka yathu hadu arpusan hajar li ki kali Sorkar ki barim pendu no namar ka jingjapo jong ka mai mariam Arfu artli ki jaka kilala ban penkiu palat spau person haka capital expenditure badio jing soba hadu arfu wajar tingka kdo. Ka menteri po yeng kala kedauru ya ke jingyo mentoy na ke single nodal agency SNA ka bla pendon kam da baro ki Jylla kham tam ban pen pau shai ya ka bam pisa pat ba bat ban pen ngor ka jingshna kam lagadi na ke Sorkar nena ki scheme Sorkar pedeng. Ka Prime Minister Internship Program ailat iki samla banyo jinghi kai bat kam. Kalau ong bah ka Prime Minister Internship Program kala don ke jingshna lat hadu live nru hajar news pa anru pautli ki internship ha ka than chati lamingi ha ka fees ka baar ha ka bashis pa khat sautli ki kam la penmi ha Meghalaya. Nrip nyotli ki Farmer Producer Organization FPO la thau ha Meghalaya. Ka Finance Minister kala ong baka Sorkar pedeng kala ai jingkershani ki nongrem lingba ki FPO bala thau ha kalengkari. Ha Meghalaya nrip nyotali ki FPO kila thau ki batrei ha ki jat jingthung kum ka turmeric, ginger, pineapple, orange but spices. Ki FPO bapau kham tam ha Meghalaya ki kenthum tingkong not FPO bale iki banana ba jackfruit chips ki dan ki market ha Delhi. West Jante Hills FPO bayo jimi palat iway klur tingka Eastern Bhairambong Organic FPO batray bat palat san hajar sans pa angut kinong rap organic. Nagabenta kinong kendong dai pu artli kisnong ka Meghalaya rung ha ka phase 2 jong ka vibrant villages. Ka Sitharaman kala pente paknai pu artli kisnong ha Meghalaya kila kenthop haga phase 2 jong ka vibrant villages program ka ba ai jingkershan ban kentiu kisnong basong hakap bot bat ki jaka jangai ka Nirmala Sitharaman kala pen ishai ba ka Sorkar preng ka ai jingkershan bhai ya ka Meghalaya bar kala kdo bakilat pathai pisa ki scheme bar ki policy menta ki long ki bala ai jingmentoi shisha ya ki pat ba ki samla bat ki nong rap
of all attention since 2014 when Prime Minister Modi has taken over. And so almost every month a cabinet minister visits Northeast. And when we visit, we don't just come in the morning and go in the evening, we stay for 48 hours at least. And in that process, every department, every minister ensures that through his ministry, the activity which has to take place in a state or one after the other, each one of the 8 states, is taken up in earnest, and therefore the outcome has been very substantial. I'm not talking about other departments, but on 4 different aspects, I just want to give you 2 points each as a nugget. Finance Ministry takes care of central transfers of taxation money per a formula which is given by the Finance Commission. I just want to draw your attention to how much of tax money has got devolved to Meghalaya in the 10 years between 2014 to 24 compared to the 10 years before, which is 2004 to 14. Between 2004 to 14, 7,273 crores was devolved. Tax money which center has, which is given to all states. 7,273. But between 2014 and 24, comparable 10 years that I'm talking about, whilst it was 7,273, between 2014 to 2024, it was 48,883, nearly 572% increase. That is of tax devolution. Grants and aid are also given to states. The 10 years in 2004 to 14, 19,700 was received as grant and aid, whereas 14 to 24 it is 40,452 crores. So just that pointer for tax devolution. On SASKI, I told you in the meeting that I was earlier, the public function, that it is not an amount which was part of the recommendation of the Finance Commission. But because after COVID, we wanted states to come out of the COVID stress and center also to come out of the COVID economy stress, capital expenditure was taken as the priority route through which we wanted the economy to revive. So center was spending money in building capital assets. In that, we wanted to also make sure states also spend money in capital assets. So we gave money to the states, and a portion of it was given completely freely, and another portion of it was given with some tying up, saying you do this reform, we give you more. I just want to highlight that the scale of SASKI is, since 2020, 5.3 lakh crores has been released to all the states in India under SASKI, which is for 50 years it's given as a loan without any interest, and after 50 years you repay it. So that is 5.3 lakh crores. Northeastern region alone has received from this 5.3 lakh crores 48,804 crores, all of them. Meghalaya alone has received 5,471 crores. So every state in the Northeast received this money as an interest-free 50-year amount which they can spend in capital asset building. Some of the outcomes of the capital, the SASKI, I'm talking about outcome all over the country, which includes Meghalaya. Now, all states use a public account system which is digitized called SNA Sparsh, because it tells you transparently how much money went for which need for every state. Everybody can get a look at it. So that SNA Sparsh brought in transparency. It was part of the tide fund. We told states to do it, then get more SASKI amount. All states have benefited from it. 18 states have reduced wastage of land in industrial areas because of SASKI tide funds. 22 states are now allowed hostels in industrial zones. Even here today, one of the things that we're doing is working women hostel. Similarly, many states have done that. 28 states are building hostels for working women, includes Meghalaya. We saw the foundation being laid today. 25,000 old government vehicles have been scrapped. So polluting vehicles belonging to government have all been scrapped, part of the tide fund of the gas. More than 90% of land maps have been digitized and geo-referenced. 91% of all land rights records are digitized. This is a very people-friendly step because rural areas, when people own one piece of land also, they don't have proper documentation or paper in their hand. So even if they own that land, they can't even go to the bank and say, to keep this paper, give me some money, I want to do some business. Unless that is digitized and given to them. That was also achieved through this aspect. So the incentives that we gave, 22 states have achieved over 10% growth in their own capital expenditure because center was giving, states also put their own money, and that uh, they received a 20,000 crore performance incentive for it. So SASP has actually helped states to build assets which they wouldn't have been in a position to build for the next 10 years also without that money coming. So that I want to highlight as benefit of Meghalaya in so many countries. Now SASP is one thing. It's also another that central government helps to get externally aided projects coming in with World Bank assistance or ADB's assistance. Now why do we need all that? We need it because they come with technical expertise. And when they come for benefiting communities with these infrastructure projects. Otherwise, whilst many states have already advanced, here or in any state, without that kind of a favorably termed loan, you're not going to be able to catch up with many things which have happened all these years. So we've actively encouraged ADB and others. For instance, in Assam, so many different projects are getting completed. And because of that, the mobility of people have also increased. People are able to come from different parts of the states to come to the capital and do business. So is the case with Maharashtra, so is the case with Tamil Nadu. Extraordinary aided projects have come up great. The next one I want to highlight, which many of you may have covered, is the PM Internship program, in which youth who till then didn't find any job and who didn't know what kind of skills they need have been given skills because of this. In round one, which was a pilot testing round, 1,530 internship opportunities were made available for the entire Northeast. And in round two, which is ongoing now, 3,660 internship opportunities were posted across Northeast, including 114 in Meghalaya alone. So this has helped a lot of youth to get into prospects of good jobs because they get exposed and they get. Now, in the last literally 4 years, 5 years, since after the announcement, I'm moving to the next topic of FPUs, farmer producer financial support is given by the center. 18 lakh per FPU is given for over 3 years, and matching equity grants also. They are in the areas of turmeric, ginger, pineapple, oranges, and spices like pepper and bay leaves. 44 FPOs from Meghalaya are now present in the ONDC, Open Network for Digital Commerce, which is a public platform. So Northeast has actually benefited, and I gave the numbers for Meghalaya, but all states have also benefited because of it. Prominent among all the FPOs in Meghalaya are the Tansen Agro Pharma Producer Company in North Garo Hills, who are probably doing banana chips and jackfruit chips. They are doing extremely well. They are supplying to mother dairy stores all over the country, particularly in Delhi you find them. Then you have the West Jaintia Hill Farmer Producer Company. which has a turnover of more than 1.1 crore. Very good leadership by the farmers. Then you have Jiran Pharma Producer Company in Reboy district, which are supplying to the Reliance Smart and many other bigger marts, wholesale marts, and they are present in multiple states. Then you have the Eastern Reboy Organic Farmer Producer Company, which is into organic ginger and many other products, spice. 5,500 organic farmers are benefiting by that one FPO. Just giving you a broad picture. These are measures about which I'm reviewing and going through. And the final one thing is in the second phase of vibrant villages. You know, in the first phase, border villages which are on the western side, close to Pakistan border, we develop villages for every basic community, giving them the priority. Prime Minister Modi actually calls them not the last village or the border village, he calls them the first village to which people enter India. And therefore, there we want to achieve complete saturation. Good roads, drinking water, primary health facilities, good schools, skilling programs, houses, toilets, everything. So, and also the banks going there to give loans. Now, 92 villages in Meghalaya have become part of the second phase of vibrant village. First phase was all that side. In the second phase, we are doing those which are in border with Bangladesh, Myanmar, Tibet, China, Nepal, and so on. In that, 92 villages from Meghalaya are becoming the first villages for India. I will be visiting some of the border villages during tomorrow, my visit myself. I just wanted to inform the objectives with which I have come here. One by one, large state or small states. Wherever there is a proposal and wherever there is a need, we respond to it.
How do you see the performance of Meghalaya?
I don't think I should be sitting here and judging the performance, but you can always see the way in which funds are being utilized. You see concrete ground, developments, results. Like as I said, FPO was an announcement made in 2020 budget. Today the FPOs are formed, anymore are still in the formation stage. But those who are formed are already into ONDC or already exporting. In fact, I flagged off one large consignment of pineapple to go for Dubai, to be sold in Dubai. So FPOs are already coming in, and FPOs also displaying the products that they are now doing. The exhibitions are also revealing how much artisans are being brought together. So that is one concrete example.
Thank you for interacting with us. I'm Jose here from Meghalaya Monetary Board of Teacher. You have presented the budget 8 times, and when you see, why is it that the inflation is not coming down in the northeast, especially in Meghalaya? The fish is coming from your state.
What's my state?
Eggs are coming from Hyderabad. So can you tell us why the inflation is not coming down?
No, I think you're probably not looking at the latest figures. Otherwise, RBI referring to the inflation rate coming down wouldn't have brought down the interest rates. So all over the country, the wholesale price index, not only the wholesale price index, but also the retail inflation has come down, and that is why RBI has given a picture that it can front load interest rate reduction. So inflation has actually been well under control.
Ma'am, one question regarding. Ma'am, one question regarding what about the Border Area Development Fund? Is the center releasing this fund? Because we heard that the fund is not being released for some time.
No, I don't think that's the case at all. Border area funds are continuously on. It's being managed from home and defense together. So Vibrant Village is now a more comprehensive approach towards holistic development of those villages which are on the border. What it does is, as different from a border village, the earlier program, is not just develop access of road or telephone connectivity, but this gives livelihood options for the communities which are living there, improving not only connectivity, but as I said, many of the basic indices of education, health, giving people livelihood opportunities and so on. So the Vibrant Village program has now widened the scope of development for those border villages. Okay?
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks.